Hey guys, it's your bud, ABT Pro, and I just want to show you this model that I've been working on. And I shot this video a couple of times, but I want to do it again. I want to make it short. I've been kind of up. I think I'm binging again, but at least I'm getting something done. But it's been kind of hectic lately, so and a lot of things going on, So anyway, that logo that I put up, and on a backdrop, and it had AVT, and then it had this kind of like iris thing. That was from the Red logo, from the Scarlet, the camera I bought. Spent about 20 grand on a camera, and very expensive, and that's entry level. And so that was for Red.com. They had a new camera. I'm very fortunate to get it, and very happy that I have it. So I was so happy and enthusiastic that I took my logo, which is Red, and slapped it. I did a 2-minute Photoshop job, and I slapped my logo on top of their logo, which would be here, but it would say Red Digital Cinema. Next minute I know, I get a email from their lawyer, which is a very nice guy, and I explained the misunderstanding, and there was no ill intent on my part. I have a high degree of artistic integrity, and I'm the usual the one they're copying. And so I didn't think anything of it. I just did it just to kind of show, well, it just goes to show that people are paying attention to my YouTube site, and I definitely did it to just as zeal, enthusiasm. And at the same time, before I even got to I had started this robot. This is a robot that is on their page not found kind of thing. And so I was just tinkering with it. I was just doing a study on modeling. So my hard body surface modeling. So I needed to kind of upgrade that. And so I did this just as a sample. And that's all it is a sample. And I was hoping to actually use it with my Red footage or something like that, composite it in, and just show like the guys on the Red usernet. One of the guys there had slapped, like, he got his camera, his Scarlet camera, and took RoboCop 2, slapped it on top of that. Well, maybe he took more time, but I know that I only slapped that logo, my logo, on top of theirs. And the funny thing, it wasn't a cop. It wasn't like I tried to manipulate it or make it different or anything like that. I just slapped my logo on it. It wasn't like I was trying to hide anything. So I did apologize, and I do apologize for the misunderstanding. Thank you for calling my code on it, because I definitely wasn't trying to infringe anything. And rarely do I ever copy anything. And so I've been so motivated by Red that I actually copied this thing here, which is just a robot kind of figure, and that is on their page not found. And if I could show it to you, you have to go Red.com and then throw in some gibberish behind it. And so when I was ordering my Red camera, I came across this, and so now I don't see it anyway. But anyway, I just wanted to show this to you really quickly. I was actually working out some details and trying to put some inerts and some cogs and stuff like that. But this is just practicing for my 3D modeling and hard body surface modeling with polygonal modeling, which I don't do a lot of, because I had gotten into Form Z, and gotten into ZBrush. I used to do all my hard body surfaces and make a living at it with Form Z. but I never learned it in Maya per se, even though I have done a couple of projects with it and paid projects, and I've done well, had successful projects. I've done something for David and Verizon and stuff like that. I've done stuff. This isn't done finished, but it's just a work in progress. It's solely for fun. And Greg was very kind to. I mentioned this to him. I was like, "Hey, I'm not trying to get in trouble. I want my camera. I haven't got my camera yet. I just did this just to kind of pass the time, and then to study and to learn and grow. And it was just an easy shape to do. So I'm looking forward to do sci-fi sci-fi kind of thing, and see how it comes out. I like to animate. So tired. Trying to get my life back, but then, like I said, I just jumped back up into this. I was going to take some time off. I didn't expect to get the red camera. I bought a red rocket, and that was another $5,000, and so I didn't expect to do this. Here, let me show you something I do like about this. And so I was modeling this, and I'm using the old version. I had some problems with my Maya, and it's not completely finished yet, so I'm still working on this. And I was working out the design because you can't see it from the side. So, but this I do like the nuances and the actual shading. I don't know, the blending of surfaces, and so I had a lot more control over this, and so I feel really good about it. So it's kind of opened up a door for me, and I think that I'm going to be doing a lot of this kind of work. Hard body kind of surface, and I have a hold on the ZBrush. Gotta mix it together. One thing I want to mention, as much as I admire Tyler Perry's work and him and the great things he's doing, he mentioned something in an interview, and he's probably right, and I understand where he's coming from. But the reason I do, he says, get one thing and focus on that. If I did that, I wouldn't be able to pay rent. You have to multitask here. You have to be a jack of all trades. You have to do a little bit of everything. You have to be what is called a generalist in this particular field, a 3D generalist. It used to be that we were called 3D specialists. And actually, I was a computer graphics specialist for Philip Morris. I was a specialist in Form Z. And so if you specialize in something, you would learn that one thing, like modeling, which I did for Form Z. And then, or electric image. And then those companies, they're not always at the edge of the curve, and you kind of start to get left behind. So now you have to work on a number of things to get it. I really like these forms. So it's like this kind of control that I have over these forms is what I'm like this here. It's the things you don't see that makes a big difference. Just minute. Actually, I could have tweaked that and made it nicer, but to do it hard body surface. So with that, I feel like I've really pushed the door. So I am going to start working on my movie, and especially, but I still have to do several things and keep all those things fresh. And especially here in Buffalo, else I wouldn't make it as an artist, and I've been doing really well here without really business from here. So this, like I said, this side is what I'm working on. Not more work to do. So I agree with him 1%. And probably with that way, but you have to learn several things. This is really you got to learn how to do the modeling, and then you got to do organic modeling, and then you got to do rigging, and then you got to animate, and then you got to do the lighting and the compositing and all that stuff. So it's not so it's a lot of different things, but it is one general area. You have to do, and that's not to mention the writing, the designing, and all that stuff. So, love you all. Stay off my computer. Thank you very much. It's my computer. I bought it. You didn't. Yeah. You know, and you're not trying to give me a dime. You know, so anyway. I'm talking about those bigwigs out there who love me so much. Y'all know y'all love me. So anyway, and I love y'all. So God bless you all. Bye now.